Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite lip glosses for summer. I have 10 of my top favorites. I have drugstore and high-end, and I'm going to be doing some try-ons and just sharing my experiences with them, but they are my absolute favorites and I hope they become yours too. Okay, so to get started, I have the Too Faced, what is this? The Too Faced Lip Insurance Glossy. It's a shine boosting anti-feathering lip primer. I put this on hopefully to protect my lips after I end up putting all these on and taking them off. Fortunately, this is a gloss video and not a matte video, so hopefully by the end of this my lips will still be okay. So the first one I want to mention is the Lancome. This is the Juicy Shaker, and this is in the shade Mangoes Wild. I have another shade from them. It's the blue one, the one that makes your teeth appear a little bit more white, which the jury's out on that. I don't think it does, but whatever. But this is my favorite shade from the line, and it's just so pretty. Let's take a look. So this is the shade Mangoes Wild. And the thing I love so much about this lip gloss is that it just gives a very youthful vibe. It's very fresh. It reminds me of like a popsicle stain a little bit with a little bit of shine. It makes your lips look really healthy, really vibrant and youthful. It doesn't settle into lines or anything, and it feels very great on. I will say one of the, not negatives because it doesn't bother me, but over time, if you wear this, you know, a few days in a row, it does have a little bit of a drying effect, even though it is a gloss. So it's something I wear in between like a matte and a gloss. So I don't wear this every day, but I definitely recommend it just because the tint is so beautiful on it. And I love the packaging. It definitely has like a 1920s vibe to it, and I think that's adorable. I think Lisa Eldridge knocked it out of the park with this packaging and the idea of this product. So I absolutely love it. Lancome Mangoes Wild. All right, the next one is definitely a favorite of mine. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I love this product. It's by Rimmel, and it's the Oh My Gloss, and this is in the shade Pop Poppy. I have several other of these from the drugstore, and I absolutely love these. It's almost like an oil with a tint rather than an actual gloss, even though it is shiny because it's an oil, right? But I'll show you this one. It's so pretty. The scent is very fruity. So it packs a little bit more punch and color as far as saturation compared to the Lancome one, and I think it's so pretty. It definitely has a very juicy vibe to it. It definitely has a juicy vibe to it. It screams summer to me, and I love the scent of these. I love the different shades too. Even the orange one is wearable if you're scared and fair. It's just a very slight pop of color of orange. It's very flattering, but this is my favorite shade of all of them. I just had to mention Pop Poppy. I even got my coworker Amanda turned on to this one, and she loves it too. I see her putting it on from time to time at the office. So yes, I absolutely love this. If you have a chance to try one of these out, I definitely recommend them. I don't think you could go wrong in any shade, but this one is my absolute favorite. It's just a very pretty, like your lips but better, with like a pretty like glossy shine. Like it's very seductive in a way. So yeah, try this out if you haven't already. It's great. All right, my next favorite comes from Buxom. I think you already know what it is. It is White Russian in the full-on, is this a full-on lip cream? Yeah, full-on lip cream. And my favorite way to wear this is actually with the Buxom lip liner in White Russian, which I was actually really freaked out when I got the lip liner in the mail because I saw it and I tried it on. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like white out lips, like concealer lips. This is not cute. I don't like it. I'm going to return it. And then I decided just to try this on top, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This looks like a Natasha Denona like lip look that I've seen her do 1,000 times that I can't replicate, but I can replicate it with this, and I absolutely love this combination. So I'm going to try it on just by itself first so you can see what it looks like. And this does have a plumping effect, so if you haven't tried these before, it definitely gives your lips like a tingly sensation. It has a little bit of like I think it's a mint. No, it's more cake batter. I think I'm thinking of another lip gloss, but yeah, it definitely has more of like a cake batter scent to it. So here's this one. Okay, so this is the Buxom Full On Lip Cream in White Russian. Now, this one on its own, I think it's pretty. It's not my absolute favorite like this, but it just looks so good with the lip liner that I had to mention it. But this is what it looks like on its own. And then next I'll do it with the lip liner. So this is the Buxom lip pencil on its own, and oh my gosh, it looks so weird. So now I'm gonna put it on with the gloss. Okay, so this is what the combo looks like together, and I just think it looks so pretty. Now, I don't know that I would pair it with this light of an eye look, but if you have like a really bold, smoky, colorful, vibrant eye, and you don't want your lips to compete, but you don't want them to look like you put concealer on them either, and you want to bring some life to them, I think this combination is so pretty. This is what it looks like. I feel like on camera it does look a little bit more bunchy than it does in person, which is the strangest thing, but it is very pretty. So here is the Buxom Full On Lip Cream with the Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in White Russian. The next one I'm going to speak about I recently wore in I think a couple of videos back. It's by Lorac and it's the Alter Ego Lip Gloss, and it looks like this. It's so pretty. It's like a very pretty cherry red, and it's in the shade Icon. I think this formula smells identical to like the MAC lipsticks that has like that cake batter smell to it, so it smells amazing. And this formula is very thick. It's super, super opaque in one swipe. It's really, which I think is great for a red lip when you want to be bold. I am going to apply this without lip liner, but anytime I wear this, I definitely apply a lip liner as well as that Too Faced Lip Insurance for the glossy effect to make sure things don't slip and slide around too much. So this one does have a tendency to have a little slip to it. If you are a lip gloss lover like myself, that will not bother you, and I think this shade is so, so pretty. The other great thing about these glosses is I feel like as you wear them throughout the day, this formula wears so beautifully, even with the deep shades, the reds, the nudes, the pinks, they wear off prettily rather than clumping up or getting any kind of sticky residue anywhere. This doesn't feel sticky at all. It's super creamy. All right, so here is the shade Icon. I think it's so pretty. It just screams summer to me, and I think that's true for most lip glosses just because they have that youthful glow prettiness to them, but it's super, super pretty of a shade. I think any skin tone can wear it because it does have a very classic red vibe to it with for summer, not like a blue classic. As I wear this throughout the day, I will notice if I don't use a lip liner, it can settle in the corners here. You know, sometimes with those thicker formula lip glosses, that can happen. But I find if you go a little bit thinner on the sides or wipe off some of the excess, that's not a problem. It's not an issue. And I wear a lip liner underneath so that the color doesn't look uneven or patchy. But this is what it looks like without a lip liner. It's so pretty. It has a very Hollywood vibe to me because it has that star quality with the shine. So I love this formula. It's so pretty. Okay, the next one that I have is from the drugstore. Now this was a limited edition lip gloss, but I love this formula in general, so I did want to mention it. It is the Wet n Wild Color Icon lip gloss. This is in the shade Pout of Paradise. So this came out just for summer. I was so intrigued by this shade because I don't have anything like it in my collection, especially for a lip gloss. So I had to pick it up. And I love the applicators on the Wet n Wild Color Icon lip glosses. Super, super opaque, as you can see. So here is the Color Icon Wet n Wild lip gloss. I think it's so pretty. It's a perfect rusty kind of on-trend color for summer. It's not your average pink or nude or red. It's a little bit off the beaten path without being, just too unwearable at the same time. I think it's really pretty. It has a very similar formula to the Lorac Alter Ego lip gloss without being as expensive. So if there's a shade you like in Lorac but aren't sure if you want to splurge and not sure if you want to try the formula, try out a Wet n Wild. I think they're great. They're under $5 and you can find them at the drugstore. The next one is one I don't really hear talked about on YouTube too much. It's by Milani. I feel like their Amore matte lip creams get talked about more. This is in the shade, this is Coral Crush. Yes, Coral Crush and number 10. And this is their Brilliant Shine lip glosses. I don't know if these are just hard to find because I don't usually see them when I'm out and about at the drugstore when I see a Milani shelf all the time. It's like I see them in some locations, but not every location. I don't know. It's really weird. I think I've seen the dollar store have them and maybe, was it CVS? I know Target doesn't have them when they carry Milani. So I don't know how they decide where they put these, but if you see these and you see a shade that you like, definitely pick one up. It's such a pretty formula. It's super, super lightweight. This is one that feels like nothing. So this is the shade Coral Crush, and these do have a little bit of stick to them, not anything crazy. It's not as slippy as some of the other ones, but because of the stick, you know, typically that means it will last a little bit longer. With the Milani one, I feel like it lasts, you know, a couple of hours. It's still not anything like crazy like a liquid lipstick, but I don't expect it to be. And I just find the color is very flattering. It's like your lips, but better, with a slight coral. Like when you see it here, it looks intense. Like that is going to be really pigmented, but it's not like, you know, it's not like this one where it looks exactly like the tube. It's just like a slight hint of color. And I think that's what makes it so pretty. It's kind of got that corally peachy vibe, which I definitely think of when I think of summer. It has like at the beach. I don't know, for some reason I think of peach coral when I think of the beach, so that's the look that I go towards. But I think this one's so pretty. It kind of smells like the Amore lip creams. It does have like a hint of waxiness with that, you know, kind of cake battery smell to it, but I really, really love it. It's super pretty, and it's a high shine. It's not kidding when it's a gloss, very high shine. All right, the next lippy I'm going to be talking about is by Soap & Glory. It's the Pillow Plump XXL, and this is in the shade Pinkwell, and this is a plumping gloss, as you can tell by the name, and this one has such an addicting quality to it. It's almost like fizzy or something on your lips. I don't know. It's hard to explain without like you having tried it, but I'm going to put it on. I will say it has like a chocolatey scent. I don't like it. It smells kind of synthetic, like really like a synthetic chocolate, and I don't really like that. Oh, and by the way, if you can see, that's my little kitty. She's sleeping back there behind me, but just ignore her. But anyways, here is the Pillow Plump XXL. So it's so pretty. It has a squeezy tube, as you can see, kind of applicator. Again, the smell is, ugh. I don't like it, but fortunately it goes away after the first minute of wearing. This one stays on your lips so well, and it does have a stick to it, but it's not too sticky where it's like, you can kind of see it has that stick to it, but it doesn't bother me. I don't feel like you really notice it when I talk or anything, and it lasts, because it has that stick to it, it lasts so well. Like this lasts hours on my lips. It's crazy. But yeah, even after I've eaten stuff, I'll still feel like a residue or like a little bit of a shine, not like a full-on gloss, but just a sheen on my lips. So I don't know how they do it. My lips are starting to feel that tingly sensation. Now, I don't think it plumps my lips, but I definitely feel like I put my lips out a little bit more because, I don't know, I guess the tingling sensation. So that's kind of what happens with when I try this one out. But I think it's really pretty. It goes with most things. My cat has woken up, as you can see. Yeah. So that is Pillow Plump, Soap & Glory, and Pinkwell. The next one also has a cult status, and it's by the infamous Marc Jacobs. And this is the High Shine Enamored Lip Gloss. This is in the shade, I think it's Pretty Thing. Yes, and Pretty Thing. This is the perfect pinky nude. This looks good on every skin tone. It is just gorgeous. And this is such a unique formula as far as lip gloss goes. That's a tongue twister. It has such a gel finish, or like a gel vibe or feel to it. It's crazy. It's just so pretty. If you know someone who loves lip glosses and you don't know what to get them Marc Jacobs, because it's such a beautiful formula. It doesn't feel heavy on the lips at all. It's very lightweight, feels just like gel. It's like your lips, but better. Like I wish my lips felt like this all the time. It's crazy. I don't know how to explain it. It just has the best feeling. It has a little bit of a chocolatey mint smell to it. It's not anything like the synthetic Soap and Glory that I just mentioned. It definitely has a luxury vibe or feel to it, as you would expect from a luxury product. So it definitely is worth the money. I think this would be great for a sister, for a mom, for a best friend, for a coworker, Christmas gift. You could wear it to a wedding. You could wear it on a date. I mean, this is like the universal, pretty, luxurious lip gloss. So this is definitely a favorite, and for good reason. This is the Marc Jacobs Enamored and Pretty thing. The next one I have is by Neutrogena, and that is not a brand I typically go towards, mainly because so many things I've tried from that brand have turned out like really crappy. And every time I like see it over there in the corner, like next to like Milani or some of my other favorite ones like CVS, I see it and it's just like, it's like a bad boyfriend, like a bad ex. It's a bad relationship, so I never want to venture over there. But something about this product totally caught my eye. I like the packaging. I think it's cute. It's the Moisture Shine Lip Soother with sunscreen, SPF 20, with a cooling hydrogel, and this is in the shade Glaze 60. And this is just in a little squeezy tube. The applicator looks like this, and this is my perfect everyday. I'm going to the grocery store. I want something in my handbag that I can easily just put on. I'm at the beach. It has SPF in it. Like, this is my do-it-all lip gloss, and I think it's so pretty. I'll show you what it looks like. I think the other thing that I forgot to mention about this lip gloss is that it smells exactly like Juicy Juice from when I was younger. It's a very nostalgic scent to me. If you've ever had that when you're younger in like little juice boxes, or if your mom bought it for you, like this is that in a lip gloss. It's crazy, but I really love it. It is fruity and it smells good. And I just think it's like the easiest, like grab and go. If you are a low maintenance Glossier kind of girl, like this is what you need from the drugstore. I think it's so pretty. It's really modern. Anyone can wear this if you're a teenager on, I think it's just an awesome lip product that you can find at the drugstore. And I want to say it was pretty affordable too, like maybe for Neutrogena, normally everything from them is like in that $10 range, like absurdly, and I don't know why, because everything is like not good. But that one is really good, and it's like one of their cheaper like items. So grab a coupon, go to the drugstore, try it out. It's amazing. All right, and the last one I was on the hunt for so long once it launched, and I finally have started to see it at Target. I recently got it at Target within the last week or so, and I'm already including it in my favorites because I can just tell that I will love this formula. And it is by e.l.f. and it is their lip oil, and I will say it is not to be confused with the lip tint because those are two different things. This is in the shade Pink Kiss. It's like a really pretty like pink dusty rose, and the applicator I love. It has like a little divot in it, so it kind of like hugs the lips just perfectly. I'll put it on here. So this is the e.l.f. lip oil in Pink Kiss. So what I love about this formula is, again, it's in that lip oil category, which I absolutely love because that means it's not sticky at all. It just glides on the lips. So it does move around, but it's like in the best shade, so it's not going to like move around and be like red all on your chin or anything. It just like kind of just melts into your lips. I don't know, it's very nourishing. This does contain vitamin E oil, so it is going to be moisturizing for your lips, especially in summer. and I love that about this formula. I have another shade by them that I've had a little bit longer, but this is the shade I was like, I need a pink kiss in my life. The other one I have is more like a berry. But anyways, these are $6 at the drugstore. I think that's an incredible price. It definitely has like a YSL kind of like feel or vibe to it to me. And I will say the only thing that I noticed with this one is it does have a little bit of a taste to it. It's kind of fruity. And it will, because it is a lip oil, it will kind of move around, and it can sometimes make its way, you know, inside your mouth. And it's not like the most pleasant taste, but it is kind of fruity. I don't know, it's strange, but I totally surpassed that. It doesn't happen all the time. Just something I wanted to mention if that is, you know, one thing that you are kind of like, you know, on your will not buy list, that is a effect that it has. But I love it regardless. It is, I think, a great option for a lip oil at the drugstore that's only $6. I think that's a great price. So that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed all the ones that I had to offer. I have some different options in there for you, some for a bold smoky eye if you just want to like blank out your lips, and then also some that are easy to grab and go, and then also some luxury treats in there as well. So if you haven't already, I hope you will subscribe, and I hope you'll stay tuned for my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. Bye.